Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this graduation ceremony. I call upon Father Eamon Fitzgibbon to read the conferring blessing.
So tos no mission an am nahar agus an vic agus an spirit neve, amen. Shlok da salom céad is nédéag. Is milse de bhríhara le macharabal, ná mil le mavéil, faim tiskent de var da frísopta, is groin lom gach droch lí, is lochran de machosa de bhríhar, is solus de machosan é. A reading from Psalm 119. How pleasing is what you have to say to me, tasting better than honey. I obtain understanding from your precepts. Therefore I hate every false way. For your word is a lamp for my feet, a light for my pathway. Our college motto is Brihar De Molochran. The word of God is my light, my lantern. Today as you graduate and move on to pastures new, may you know that God is always with you. It is God who will light for you the way, the path of life, and bring you to the fullness of joy in his presence through Christ our Lord.
I'm pleased to call on the Vice President, Global and Community Engagement of the University of Limerick, Professor Nigel Healey, to formally convene a meeting of the university for the purpose of conferring academic awards.
Acting President, Mary Immaculate College, members of Mary Immaculate College trustees, members of the governing authority, members of Academic Council, faculty members, distinguished guests, friends, families and graduates of the class of 2024. A meeting of the university is hereby convened for the purpose of conferring academic awards. Exercising the power granted to the University of Limerick by Oireachtas Éireann, I hereby confer awards of the university on the graduates of the Faculty of Arts and the Faculty of Education. Students not present are hereby conferred in absentia.
I now call upon Professor Nigel Healey, Vice President, Global and Community Engagement of the University of Limerick, to make his address.
Acting President, Professor Niamh Horgan, members of the Board of Trustees, Governing Authority, and Cóla Cadúil, distinguished guests, graduates, friends, family and colleagues. It's a great pleasure to be here, to be actually back again for the first time in 3 years at this conferring ceremony. I'd like to begin by offering you, our graduates, the warmest of congratulations on completing this hugely important part of your learning journey. You've reached the milestone of graduation. Today is the day that is the most joyful and happy occasion in the academic calendar. Well done, you've made it. No one arrives at graduation day without a great deal of hard work, commitment and sacrifice. It takes long hours of lectures, study, research and exam preparation. This is an exciting time for you as you consider the next move in your academic or professional careers. Further study and research awaits some, while others of you will enter the workforce. Here in Limerick, our education system is so much more inclusive and enlightened than in the past, and I would like to acknowledge the graduating teachers here today and thank you for bringing your skills, creativity and commitment into our classrooms, assuring students of all ages and abilities a professional and progressive learning experience. We are all one community and we must support each other. We do this with the confidence of knowing that you will leave here today, qualification in hand, filled with the ability and critical thinking to challenge business as usual, and equipped with the skills required to make a positive difference in your own lives and the lives of your families and communities. Together, Mary Immaculate College and the University of Limerick have always placed educational access at the heart of our mission. It is our role to ensure that anyone who has a passion to learn should be enabled to do so. We cannot squander valuable human capital because we failed to remove basic obstacles to learning. And we will continue to make education accessible to all. As today's graduates, you have put yourself at the heart of this most valuable human endeavour, to empower others to empower themselves. I have witnessed many graduations during the course of a long career, starting with my own graduation back in 1980. And I've been trying to think of a few guiding principles that I've learned along the way that may now be of interest to you as you depart. So just indulge me for a few minutes while I share 4 insights. I guess the first is that we are all equal. Respect everyone you meet and always aim to help them. We live in a world of great economic inequality, characterized by power imbalances divided by religion, race, and ideology. But it is important to remember that these differences are social constructs. We all share the same DNA. We are all born, we all die, we all strive for happiness, fulfillment, and love. However rich, privileged, intelligent, or attractive you think you are no better than your fellow human beings. Respect and treat everyone you meet as equals. But go beyond this. We all have a limited time on this planet. Your legacy will not be the money you earned, the car you drove, the house you lived in. It will be the people you helped. Friends, family, strangers, passers-by. The people who achieved more, learned more, became more because of you. In my career, I've been a faculty member in 8 universities in Ireland, the UK, New Zealand, and Fiji, and I've worked with colleagues from all over the world. What I've learned is that whenever I've met somebody from my past who remembers me in a positive way, they don't remember me for the lectures I gave or the papers I wrote. They remember me for the personal interactions that we had and the way they felt that they'd been helped. My second principle, I suppose, is never stop learning. You're smart, you've worked hard, and now you've graduated. Within 5 years, my guess is you'll have forgotten half what you learned at college. Within 10 years, another half of what you learned will be rendered obsolete by technological change. What you've really learned here in college is how to learn. You will need to continue learning for the rest of your life. Most of this time, this means being open-minded, respectful, and willing to learn from others and from your experiences. I remember at the start of my academic career having disastrous classes where lectures went awry and students became confused or disengaged. But I sought help from more experienced lecturers. And I remember one of them told me, everybody occasionally has a bad class, but as long as the students believe you care and you want to do better, they will forgive you. It's only if they think you don't care that you're screwed. And that was wise advice. Other times, continuing to learn will mean more than learning from experience. It'll mean going back to school. I've studied at 5 universities over my career. I graduated with my last degree only in 2019, at the age of 61. That doesn't make me smart. It makes me somebody who knew that I didn't know enough. You're never too old to learn, and you're never too old to realize what you don't know. My third learning, or principle, I suppose, is get outside your comfort zone and challenge your worldview. We all have a worldview, an inbuilt understanding of how the world works. It's been shaped by our upbringing, our experiences, and our peer groups. And most of us go through our lives without ever having that worldview challenged. Indeed, one of the worst features of the modern era is that people increasingly live in social media echo chambers, where advanced algorithms carefully curate the information we receive to ensure that they reinforce rather than challenge our worldview. And in my X and Twitter accounts, or X and Facebook accounts, Donald Trump is an evil misogynist fascist. That view, which I hold dearly, is never challenged in my echo chamber. And Kamala Harris is a superwoman. But you have to get outside your comfort zone and expose yourself to the worldviews of other societies and cultures. That's important not just in promoting intercultural understanding, but forcing yourself to critically reassess what you've always taken for granted. I was a young academic economist starting my working life in Thatcher's free market Britain in the 1980s. Shortly after the Cold War ended, I was seconded to work as an economic advisor to the Prime Minister of Belarus. Living in a communist country in the early 1990s shocked every tenet of my worldview. Heat and light were provided to my apartment by a factory for a few rubles a month. How did that make economic sense? When I asked people, they said, because people need to be warm in winter. The price of bread, milk, and meat were all controlled by the state. But you had to buy black market vodka from babushkas in the harbour underpasses. Why? Because people need bread, and vodka is a luxury. My neighbour worked in a factory assembling and then dismantling tractors because there was no longer an export market. Why? Because workers needed to be kept employed to remain entitled to their state apartments. So my message is travel the world, meet new people, break out of your echo chamber, and embrace the shocks to your worldview. And finally, understand that there is nothing new under the sun. I quite like a radio show that I sometimes listen to called The Long View, where historians discuss contemporary events by comparing them with events from the past. And it's really easy for us, in an era obsessed with rapid technological change, to assume that every social phenomenon or technological advance is happening for the first time. But there is nothing new under the sun. In the past, today's social media echo chambers were created by right-wing media and government censorship. Hostile governments peddling misinformation to cause social unrest used to be called propaganda. Unfounded and maliciously spread misinformation led to the Salem witch trials, just as surely as it led to the anti-immigrant riots in English cities last August. Telegrams and telephones connected the world for the first time in the 19th century, just as transformationally as the internet did a century later. So before becoming too obsessed with the here and now, and on occasion being overwhelmed by the apparent hopelessness of rising geopolitical tensions and war, just remember, there is nothing new under the sun, and that too will pass. So, to conclude, I would like to acknowledge the staff of Mary Immaculate College. They are leaders, educators, and scholars, all outstanding experts in their own fields. They're deeply committed to you, their students, their disciplines, and their areas of research. And also acknowledge the professional support staff who support your endeavours to make sure that you have an outstanding education. And finally, to you, our graduates, this is your day. It is going to fly past, so enjoy every second of it. Cherish the knowledge and the truth you've gained, and keep adding to it. Stay connected, and have a brilliant day.
Thank you, Professor Healey. I now call upon Professor Niamh Horgan, Acting President of Mary Immaculate College, to make her conferring address.
Thanks very much, Bill, and good morning to you all. Vice President of Global and Community Engagement of the University of Limerick, Professor Nigel Healey, trustees of the college, members of An Tuathras Rialacha, college staff and community, distinguished guests, proud family and friends, and most importantly, our extraordinary graduates of 2024. Is le brod agus glunder chrí a chasamos for gore inniu, con mór eachtaí na géimethe ó gávan na nán agus an idichus a chéilúra. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand before you today to celebrate the remarkable achievements of the graduates of the Faculties of Arts and Education. We gather to celebrate not only your academic achievements, but also the journey that has brought you to this point, a journey, as we know, filled with challenges, triumphs, and countless memories, which hopefully will remain with you for a lifetime. I'm an arts graduate myself, and when I chose my degree, I actually had high points, and I frequently had to defend my choice of an arts degree to my relations, who would constantly ask me why I wouldn't do something more practical in their view. But for me, the arts, humanities, and social sciences was and remains eminently practical because it asks the most important questions. In the US, in the last couple of years, the Commission for the Humanities and Social Sciences sent a report to Congress called The Heart of the Matter, which was teasing out exactly some of these questions. And they said, as we strive to create a more civil public discourse, a more adaptable and creative workforce, a more secure nation, the humanities and the social sciences are the heart of the matter, the keeper of the republic, a source of national memory and civic vigour, cultural understanding and communication, individual fulfilment, and the ideals we hold in common. They are critical to a democratic society, and they require our support. I think that we look at the conflicts and controversies which Americans are facing right now pre-election, which Nigel has referred to, we can understand why these arts and humanities qualities are so vital. The science writer John Horgan, I think, adds another dimension to this perspective. He says, the humanities are subversive. They undermine the claims of all authorities, whether political, religious, or scientific. This skepticism is especially important when it comes to claims about humanity, about who we are, where we came from, or even what we can and should be. Science has told us a lot about ourselves, and we're learning more every day, but the humanities reminds us that we have enormous capacity for deluding ourselves. They also tell us that every single human being is unique, different from every other human, and that each of us keeps changing in unpredictable ways. The humanities are more about questions and answers like, what is truth? How do we know something is true? Or why do we believe certain things are true and other things aren't true? Also, how do we decide whether something is right or wrong to do for us personally or for a society as a whole? Interestingly, I think as we move into a society where generative AI will be increasingly able to do a lot of the routine technical work that earlier generations of graduates were trained to do, a capacity to discern truth and to deal with these big questions will, I think, become the most practical skill that you can have. Therefore, as you become graduates and indeed postgraduates of the arts, humanities, and social sciences, I would encourage you to be willing to engage with the big questions and defend the capacity of scholars in these disciplines to do so. We're also welcoming graduates from our early childhood programme today, and in many ways, I think your work and commitment to the early years reflects, in a very different way, an equally important approach to those big questions. If we go back to the points that Nigel made in his speech about treating everyone equally, about continual learning, about getting out of your comfort zone, and about having the humility to know that there's nothing really new. These are qualities that most small children have in abundance. They naturally learn. They naturally treat everyone equally. They're forced to move outside their comfort zone every single day. Your task is to guide and support them while they do it, to ensure they never lose that curiosity, and to support them in remaining open-minded and inclusive, rather than conditioning and filling them with our own prejudices. As early years educators, your job is vital, and I hope in the future that your role will receive greater reward and recognition in Irish society. You play a vital role in helping children to learn to face the big questions and find their place in an increasingly complex society. I know that your parents and partners and friends all think that you are extraordinary, but you, both arts and ECCE graduates, are extraordinary in other ways. You started your studies in September 2020. probably the most bizarre time to start a college degree in the last 100 years. I know that your experience of starting college was extremely challenging. I'm sure there are things you felt you missed out on that year and the years afterwards. I know that your parents and friends all have stories of helping you deal with the stresses and strains of that time. However, aside from the stresses and loss, I think it's vital not to be blind to the gains. Firstly, you survived. You made it here today. Did some of you think in 2020 you wouldn't make it? And you, in order to survive, you developed skills and capacities that previous undergraduates didn't have and don't have. Many of these skills are an asset to you now that you take with you into the workforce or into further study. You also take a capacity for resilience, which you developed during these years, which will stand you in good stead. Though it was hard to be a student in 2020, believe me, it was also really hard to be a manager in a higher education institution. Like you, we had never done it before, and it was a very steep learning curve, and we made lots of mistakes, and we tried to learn things really quickly. I was fortunate during that period to work very closely with Professor Nigel Healey, who's here today and who has been a great friend of Mary I and a very supportive colleague, particularly during that COVID time. Nigel has recently announced that he's going to retire from UL, and I know he'll be much missed, and we might give him a round of applause just to show our appreciation. This year is a really special year for us in Mary Immaculate College. We celebrate 125 years as a higher education institution. We're the oldest higher education institution in the region, and it's a time for us to reflect on the road we've travelled and on the contributions that we've made to the state, and I suppose to remember the values that we've established and guide us taking forward. Our mission is to promote the intellectual, spiritual, personal, professional development of our students within a supportive and challenging environment. I suppose one of the things I've always loved about Mary I is we strive to support the whole person, not just train people with instrumental skills to do a particular job. And in some ways for us, I think that the COVID era of graduates, you were the ones that we tried most hard to provide that experience to, because it was you're the most difficult group to do that. So I hope you felt, and I hope you continue to feel, that you're part of the MIC community, and that on your journey through MIC, you not just learned those instrumental skills that you need going forward, but that you developed as a person, and that your identity developed in a new way. I would like to pay tribute to the staff of the Faculty of Arts and the Early Childhood Programme and the Faculty of Education. I'd like to thank you for your dedication to nurturing and guiding our students and your commitment to academic excellence. In particular, I would like to pay tribute to one member of the Faculty of Arts who taught our graduates today and passed away during the last fortnight. Dr. Tony Lanois, our dear colleague and friend in the Department of Media and Communication Studies, was an incredibly valued member of staff who was widely respected across the campus and beyond. His enthusiasm for his discipline was infectious, and he will be greatly missed. We mourn his loss, and I invite you now just to take a moment to remember Tony. Gorav Suvnas Shiri Ar. We also remember MIC's past chairperson of our trustees and governing authority from 1996 to 2009, Bishop Emeritus of Limerick, Donal Murray, who recently passed away, and his great and valued contribution to the college. Graduation Day would not be possible without the support of your families. They've been your pillars of strength, providing you with encouragement and support as you balance your studies and your personal responsibilities. Today, and I think graduation is the key day for this, it's also about acknowledging their contribution to getting you to today. So as Nigel said, as well as taking time to enjoy today, please do take time to thank them for all the various forms of support that they have given you up to this point. In closing, I urge you, the class of 2024, to embrace the future with confidence and determination as the next step on your life journey begins. You are now equipped with the tools to make a difference, and the world needs your passion, your creativity, and your commitment. Mar chéimeacha chlóiste don small tá sibh olacha do dúchláin na sochaí damda agus chun cur go mór le fiabhsú or noun. Bíoh tauchi geala guibh, bíoh siv rahul I vornirachti, agus bíoh chonkar darfach guibh. Today we recognize not just the degrees you've earned, but the people you've become. Individuals equipped to lead, inspire and make a difference. As graduates of Mary I, you're well prepared to navigate the complexities of our global society and contribute to a better world. Remember that you are forever part of the MIC family, and wherever your journey takes you, know that you always have a home and a commitment and a link here. May your future be bright, may your endeavours be successful, and may your impact be profound. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Cogordachas liv galer agus gur mí mágad.
Thank you, Professor Horgan. Vice President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following candidates are worthy to be conferred with undergraduate and postgraduate awards. Therefore, I present the candidates and request you to confer the awards on them. Kelly Rose Archbold. Sarah Barrett. Jonathan Barry. Sinead Bass. Gemma Blackmore. Melanie Claire Bonfield. Emmett Bork. Adam Bowe. Caroline Brown. Nicole Callanan. Claire Lauren Canny. Aoife Carey. Ria Carmody. Ben Cinnamond. Therese Maria Clark. Sean Corcoran. Brian Cadero. David Cosgrave. Jack Gerard Cosgrove. Luke Koss. Eva Costello. Owen Brendan Coughlin. Leah Cremins. Kate Cunningham. Ava Margaret Cusack. Laura Daly. Sarah D. Mary Daly. Kathy Damodi. Connor Devitt. Laura Devitt. Rose Dolphin. Leah Donegan. Owen Duncombe. Kira Dwan. Keen Enright. Sarah Fahy. Saoirse Farrell. Casey Fehery. Sarah Fitzgibbon. Danielle Flynn. Wee. Katie Foley. Clodagh Fraser. Shauna Fruin. Jordan Gaffney. Anya Gleeson. Tara Greeley. Patrick Andrew Griffin. Sinead Griffin. Georgia Gudgeon. James Gwinan. Kira Halpin. Ellen Hannan. Adam Hart. Colin Healey. Rachel Annette Healey. Denise Herity. Moya Hen. Rachel Hoban. Nisha Hogan Slattery. Bronagh Judge. Corey Kelleher. Clodagh Kennedy. Dean Kennedy. Sarah Kennelly. Corey Keogh. James Kerslake Devani. Esther Wanjiku Kihunji. Sarah Jane Kirby. Aisling Rose Knox. Kasenija Krotova. Jack Lee. Ellen Lenehan. Leah Leonard. Maria Linehan. Jade Lucknan. Shane Lowe. Danielle Luskin. Amy Maher. Kim Marrett. Lee Evelyn Martin. Eve Anna McCarthy. Jamie McCarthy. Alison McDonough. Liam McDonough. Michael McDonough. Erin McGillick. Tom McGrath. Lucy McHugh. Ty McKeough. Jade Ava McNulty. David Maloney. Sophie Maloney. Ben Monaghan. Jordan Mooney. Millie Moore. Rasheen Aoife Moran. Laura May Munro. Amy Murphy. Liam Murphy. Nell Murphy. Sean Murphy. Roisin Navreen. Alana Nikki. Leah O'Byrne. Claire O'Brien. Louise Helen O'Callaghan. Lucy O'Carroll. Roisin O'Carroll. Barry O'Connor. Michael O'Doherty. Oisin O'Gorman. Seamus O'Gorman. Leah O'Grady. Jack O'Lennon. Jack O'Reilly. Alana O'Sullivan. Clodagh O'Sullivan. David O'Sullivan. Naomi Peer. Jack Pearce. Laura Purcell. Grace Quinn. Connor Robinson. Ty Roach. Amber Ryan. Kieran Ryan. Devon Ryan. Emma Ryan. Ellie Ryan. Jamie Ryan. Jade May Ryan. Lee Ryan. Megan Ryan. Fiona Scully. Rebecca Sheedy. Sarah Sheehan. Amy Shine. Evan Raymond Simpson. Aaron Sleeman. Porrick Stapleton. Maeve Staunton. Saoirse Tobin. Alice Walsh. Katie Walsh. Rebecca Walsh. Lauren Walsh. Quiver Walsh Pierce. Oh. Saoirse Wilson. Ava Yore. That concludes the Bachelor of Arts. We're now going to award the BA in Contemporary and Applied Theatre Studies. Julia Chizveska. Fiona Horgan. Callum McGeary. Rebecca Mooney. Zara O'Donnell. Yasna Sumara Tofal. Now for the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Care and Education. Sophie Alamer. Roisin Baker. Emma Barry. Sophie Bork. Claudia Brennach. Roisin Mary Brennan. Leah Brogan. Siobhan Brosnan. Amy Burke. Alana Marie Burke. Jessie Burke. Lauren Burns. Jade Carey. Tony Kamodi. Emily Rose Carroll. Sarah Condon. Sarah Louise Condren. Lauren Therese Connellan. Niamh Cook. Grania Costello. Jennifer Cotter. Shauna Darcy. Quiver Deary. Katie Doyle. Michelle Elliott. Chloe Enright. Evine Fehery. Paul Fitzgerald. Miriam Fitzpatrick. Sarah Fleming. Molly Grace Friel. Wayne Gill. Jade Gillan. Rebecca Gleeson. Dervla Graham. Lauren Hannan Griffin. Lorna Griffin. Kira Harrington. Quiver Hassett. Aisling Hayes. Megan Heher. Rona Hennigan. Megan Hennahan. Ellie Hickey. Sarah Bridget Hickey. Paula Hogan. Katie Holohan. Andrea Houlihan. Victoria Rose Jennings. Sophie Kenrick. Jennifer Keppel. Mary Keeley. Louise Lawler. Kate Luby. Kira Machen. Kira Mackesy. Orla Maher. Tess Markham. Lisa McCormack. Sarah Elizabeth McCracken. Sarah Jane McGarry. Sarah McNulty. Sarah Maloney. Maeve Moroney. Una Mulconroy. Nakisha Muldowney. Aoife Neville. Annie Nevin. Emma Nodwell. Kate O'Brien. Louise Marie O'Callaghan. Moira O'Connor. Laura Marie O'Gorman. Katie O'Malley. Eilish O'Regan. Megan O'Sullivan. Amy Phelan. Emma Kate Quinn. Helen Roberts. Emma Sexton. Amy Sims. Orla Spillane. Pamela Stokes. Chloe Tevenon Ward. Chloe Tierney. Molly Watts. Natasha Williams. Nicole Williams. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Studies, Scott O'Donovan. For the award of Diploma in Early Childhood Studies, Daisy May Early. Graduands on the following programmes are graduated in absentia. That's the Certificate in Early Childhood Studies, Certificate in English for Academic Purposes, and a Certificate in Advanced English for Academic Purposes. And so we come to the award of the Certificate in Pastoral Ministry. Mary Burke. Michael Anthony Burke. Nolag Butler. Anne-Marie Dargan. John Egan. Mary Harrington. Walter Hennessy. Mary Hillary. Fiona Kelly. Kathleen Kennedy. John McCahill. Bernadette Murphy. Dermot O'Donnell. Maura Ryan. Magella Walsh. For the award of Master of Arts in Applied Linguistics, Dariusz Kulakowski. Jennifer Lynch. That's the next one, yeah? Sorry. Catherine Mulvihill. Maria Victoria Natalizio. Hui Min Nguyen. Te Tu Fong Nguyen. Kathleen Souza. Lily Wang. For the award of Master of Arts in Christian Leadership in Education, Hilda Campbell. Fionn Thomas Carew. Caroline Marie Crowley. Roderick Gorman. John Vincent Mulvihill. Padraig Ryan. Rebecca Catherine Stapleton. Okay. Michelle Hughes. And Michelle E. Huron. got the Michelles mixed up there. For the award of the Master of Arts in Climate Justice and Sustainability, now we are delighted to welcome the first graduates from this new programme. Killian Crowley. Tsimarai Hashimzai. Dean Scanlon. For the award of the Master of Arts in History, Shannon Mary Boyce. Amanda Rose Carmody. Roisin Doherty McBride. Niamh Hassett. David Hennessy. Kieran Kerr. For the award of Master of Arts in Modern English Literature, Leah Belsack. Niamh Goff. Elizabeth Mateus. Carolyn Nitschke. Blythe Brennan Rennie. And Ian Walsh. So we're now going to move on to the Doctoral Awards. Can we just have one last round of applause for all of our undergraduate and postgraduate? I feel like we should have a special round of applause for some of the shoes that we've seen today. Must be quite difficult going down that ramp. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. The women's shoes as well. Right. Vice President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following candidates are worthy to be conferred with doctoral degrees by research and thesis in arts. Therefore, I present the candidates and request you to confer the awards on them. The doctoral candidates will be presented with their caps by their supervisors. The doctoral candidates will then be presented with their parchments by the Vice President, Global and Community Engagement of the University of Limerick. Dr. Jane Halloran has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Una Brommel and Dr. Liam Chambers of Mary Immaculate College. The title of the thesis is Networks of Necessity, the Clunes, Clare and Connecticut Connections. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with their cap by Dr. Una Brommel. Dr. Laura McEntee has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Michael Finneran of Mary Immaculate College. The title of the thesis is Towards a Living Model of Drama, a case study of teachers' perspectives on drama in Irish primary schools. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with their cap by Dr. Michael Finneran. Thank you. The shoes have been noted, Laura. Dr. Eileen O'Connor has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Owen Flannery of Mary Immaculate College. The title of the thesis is Gothic Trauma in the Work of Eugene McCabe. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with their cap by Dr. Owen Flannery. Dr. Benjamin Ragan has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Brian Hughes and Dr. Clodagh Tate of Mary Immaculate College. The title of the thesis is The Supernatural in the Irish Revolution, 1916 to 1923. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with their cap by Dr. Clodagh Tate. Dr. Christine Ratzlaff has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Catherine Kavanagh, Mary Immaculate College. The title of the thesis is Stoic Sage-Making, Reimagining John Hicks' Soul-Making Theodicy. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with their cap by Dr. Catherine Kavanagh. Dr. Donna Viner has successfully undertaken a programme of study and research under the supervision of Dr. Catherine Dalton and Dr. Julian Bloomer of Mary Immaculate College. The title of the thesis is Never the Same River, an interdisciplinary exploration into the confluence of nature, people and place for river catchment stewardship with citizen science. The doctoral candidate will now be presented with their cap by Dr. Catherine Dalton. Thank you. That was the last doctoral candidate, so can we give one round of applause to all of our new doctors? I'm not sure if we need new caps or different heads. Okay, I now have great pleasure in introducing our special awards. The first is the College Gold Medal. The College Gold Medal is awarded to the graduate who achieves first place on their programme of study. I call upon the acting president of Mary Immaculate College, Professor Niamh Horgan, to present these awards. The College Gold Medal on the Bachelor of Arts programme. And this year we have two recipients of this award, and they are Anya Gleeson and Aisling Rose Knox. The College Gold Medal on the Bachelor of Arts in Contemporary and Applied Theatre Studies programme. The recipient this year is Callum McGeary. The College Gold Medal on the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Care and Education programme. The recipient is Megan O'Sullivan. And now we move to the St. Bonaventure Trust Prize. This trust was first established in 2008 for the advancement of Catholic theology at Mary Immaculate College. The prize is awarded to the graduate who achieved first place in theology and religious studies on the Bachelor of Arts programme. I now call upon Miss Helen O'Donnell of the St. Bonaventure Trust and member of MIC's governing authority to present this prize. This year, we again have two recipients, and they are Patrick Andrew Griffin and Owen Brendan Coughlin. Great. Our next prize is the Bon Ivrum Ale. I now call upon the acting president of Mary Immaculate College, Professor Niamh Horgan, to introduce and present this award.
I go the dod and chlor bachelors. Will I start again? Yeah. Brunter Bonnie Bramel amach léin leis an turas iardas na modúl gailge I go the dod and chlor bachelors na dána. Agus a churn trochtas fo chéime I gríoch I raine gailge. Brunter Brownie Bramel I guine Chean Antonio Bramel an céad chlórthór a bhí sa chaláiste. Tá an dúis brunna brunna judge.
Now we award the French Embassy Prize. The French Embassy Prize is awarded to the Bachelor of Arts graduate who achieved the highest standard of attendance, participation and performance in the oral language components in the second and final years of the programme. I call upon the Head of Department for French, Dr. Loïc Guillon, to present this prize. You don't have to clap him. He's just presenting. Yeah, okay. The winner is, you can clap this person, Rebecca Sheedy. Is down there in the audience. Let's do it again, shall we? Come on. And now we award the Academic Excellence in Subject Areas. The following graduates achieved the highest results in the subject areas within the Faculty of Arts. I call upon the Acting President of Mary Immaculate College, Professor Niamh Horgan, to present these awards. For Drama and Theatre Studies, Aisling Rose Knox. English Language and Literature, Anya Gleeson. French Studies, Lauren Walsh. For Gaeilge, Caroline Brown. Geography, Laura Devitt. German Studies, Tom McGrath. History, James Gwinan. Mathematics, Moya Hen. Media and Communication Studies, Emma Ryan. For philosophy, we have joint winners, James Gwinan and Michael McDonough. I think we've already awarded James Gwinan something. So, oh, he's coming. There he comes. Yeah, okay. Congratulations. James Gwinan. Psychology, David Maloney. And Theology and Religious Studies, we have joint winners Patrick Andrew Griffin and Owen Brendan Coughlin. So finally, we come to the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Care and Education Excellence Awards. I now call upon the Acting President of Mary Immaculate College, Professor Niamh Horgan, to present the following awards. For excellence in professional placement, the recipient is Megan O'Sullivan. For excellence in education research and the dissertation, the recipient is Rona Hennigan. So as we come towards the end of the ceremony today, can we have one last massive round of applause for everybody who's graced our station? Thank you so much, everyone, for gracing our stage so wonderfully today. Now, as the ceremony does draw to a close, please allow me to extend my gratitude to everyone involved in today's event. Now, as you can imagine, an event like this, it takes an enormous amount of organisation. And so this is the result today of weeks of preparatory work. Now, it's impossible to thank everyone, but I would like to extend my appreciation to the following staff in the following areas. Now, I'll just read through them and then clap at the end, okay? And they know we appreciate it. We don't have to clap every one of them, okay? So those staff are in Buildings and Estates, ICT Services, the President's Office, Strategic Communications and Marketing, Student Academic Administration, the Mary I Student Union, our signer, Carrie O'Donnell. Maybe we can give her a separate round of applause, huh? And finally, John O'Neill, the mace bearer from the University of Limerick. So say thanks to all of those people who have organised today. So we're truly delighted to host today's conferring, and it was a pleasure to be involved and to witness how hard everyone has worked to make this an event such a success for you, our new graduates. So thank you. But the day isn't over, okay? After we leave here today, we've got this wonderful marquee out there. It's wonderful there to meet up with everyone, family, friends, loved ones, and enjoy a few hours together. Now, our academic staff, along with new graduates, will leave the venue immediately following the national anthem. Could you please remain standing as our graduates exit the venue? Can I now ask you please to stand for the national anthem?